Good morning, everyone. My name is Mary Ann Kistrope, and now I'm going to define the acids, bases, and salts and explain their significance in chemistry and everyday life. Acids, bases, and salts are essential components in chemistry and have significant roles in everyday life. Now, let's define what is acids. Acids are compounds that release hydrogen ions when dissolved in water. They are characterized by a sour taste, the ability to conduct electricity, and the capacity to turn blue litmus paper red. Ang mga halimbawa ng acids ay ang hydrochloric acid na matatagpuan in the stomach, sulfuric acid na ginagamit sa mga batteries ng sasakyan, at ang citric acid na matatagpuan mahalaga sa chemistry ang mga acids para sa iba't ibang reaksyon, such as in the production of fertilizers, sa synthesis ng gamot, and the etching of metals. In everyday life, matatagpuan ang mga acids sa mga pagkain tulad ng yogurt at suka, sa mga produktong panglinis at sa mga skincare formulations tulad ng exfoliants. Bases are substances that release hydroxide ions when dissolved in water. They typically have a bitter taste, feel slippery, and turn red litmus paper blue. Mga halimbawa ng bases ay ang sodium hydroxide, ammonia, at baking soda. Mahalaga ang mga bases sa chemistry para sa pag-neutralize ng mga acids, pagbuo ng mga asin, at sa iba't ibang industrial na proseso tulad ng paggawa ng sabon, water treatment, at sa production ng papel at tela. In everyday life, matatagpuan ang mga bases sa mga household cleaning agents, personal care products like shampoos, and in antacids to neutralize stomach acid.
Salts are compounds formed by the reaction between acid and base. They are composed of positive and negative ions that are not hydrogen or hydroxide ions. Acids, bases, and salts are fundamental in chemistry and play vital roles in various industries and everyday activities from food production to cleaning and agriculture.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the rainwater, the seawater, the river water, and lastly, the tap water. So today, we are going to determine the pH level of each of these examples. To determine the pH level of each water sample, we are going to use litmus paper.
We have provided here a guide on how to use the litmus paper. So, litmus paper test is as easy as dipping your litmus paper string into your water sample for a few seconds, making sure the water level is deep enough to cover the litmus paper strip. The litmus paper will then turn red and blue. Red litmus paper turns blue if it is dipped in the alkaline water, and the blue litmus paper will turn into red if it was dipped on acid water. If the water is acidic, the red litmus paper will have no change. And if it is neutral, it will also have no change. But if it is based, the red litmus paper will turn into blue. Next is the blue litmus paper. If you dip the blue litmus paper on the acidic water, the litmus paper will turn into red. And if it is neutral, there will no change on the blue litmus paper. And also, if the water is base, the blue litmus paper will never change.
Based on the data that we've collected from various water sources, it's evident that each sample exhibits distinct pH level or may pagkakaiba-iba sa kanilang pH levels, indicating their acidity or alkalinity. The rainwater sample from Balogo Pasacao exhibits a pH level of 3, indicating acidity. While it falls within the acidic range, it is considered a weak acid due to its proximity to the neutral pH of 7. The presence of acidic rainwater can be attributed to atmospheric pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, which reacts within the water vapor to form acids. The seawater collected from Balogo Pasacao has a pH level of 9 indicating alkalinity. Despite being classified as a weak base, its alkaline nature is essential for marine life and ecosystem balance. The high pH level can be attributed to the presence of dissolved minerals and bicarbonate ions in seawater. The tap water sampled from Del Norte Pasacao exhibits a pH level of 10, indicating a stronger alkaline nature compared to both rainwater and seawater samples. The elevated pH level suggests the presence of alkaline compounds, possibly resulting from water treatment processes or geological factors such as limestone deposits. To the seawater from Balogo, Pasacao, the river water from Pasacao, Camarines Sur has a pH level of 9, indicating alkalinity also. This suggests that both water bodies share similar chemical characteristics, likely influenced by geological factors and environmental conditions in the region. The data analysis reveals variability in pH levels across different water sources, ranging from acidic to alkaline. While rainwater tends to be slightly acidic, seawater, tap water, and river water exhibit alkaline properties with varying degrees of alkalinity. Understanding these pH levels is crucial for assessing water quality, maintaining ecosystem health, and ensuring the suitability of water for various purposes. Ongoing monitoring and management efforts are essential to safeguarding water sources and mitigating potential environmental impacts.
How do human activities can affect water bodies' acidity, alkalinity, and salt content? First, acid rain. Maraming mga human activities ang nakaka-contribute para kaya nakakaroon ng acid rain. Lalo na ang burning of fossil fuels at iba pang industrial processes. Kasi ito ay nagpuproduce ng chemicals na tinatawag na nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide. Once na nag-react na itong chemical na ito sa water vapor, nagkakaroon na ng acid rain. And once na yung acid rain ay nakahalo na sa tubig dagat, once na umulan na ng acid rain, nahalo na siya sa tubig dagat, sa tubig ilog, nagiging toxic na yung tubig. Kasi pinapababa nito yung pH level ng tubig. Kaya nagiging acidic, which is delikado sa mga aquatic animals at hindi na rin siya safe sa human beings. Isa sa mga human activities na malaki ang epekto sa water changes ay yung sa industrial discharge. Dahil sa mga heavy metals and chemicals na direktang nakakaapekto sa water bodies' alkalinity and salt content. Dahil ito sa mga industrial activities kagaya ng water mining na nagkukos ng contamination and disruption. Next, agricultural runoff. Yung paggamit ng mga farmers ng fertilizers and pesticides meron ding epekto sa tubig. Dahil once na ito ay nahalo yung chemicals, nahalo or napunta na sa tubig, sa water bodies, nagkakaroon ng increase and excessive nutrients. At yung excessive nutrients na yon, nagre-result siya ng algae blooms and oxygen depletion, which is nagkukos ng changes sa alkalinity and salt content of water. Kapag sinabi nating algae blooms, ito yung pagkakaroon ng maraming lumot. Di ba mapapansin natin sa taniman, sa mga sapa na malapit sa taniman or ilog, maraming mga lumot, which is dahil yun sa mga chemicals na galing sa fertilizers and pesticides. Urbanization. Aware naman tayo na maraming human activities, lalo na sa urban areas, ang mas nakakapagpalala pa ng mga pollutants, kagaya ng grease from vehicles, sewage discharge, and road salt. And these pollutants can change the alkalinity, acidity, and salt content of water. At itong mga pollutants na ito, alam naman natin na harmful ito lalo na sa health conditions ng mga aquatic organisms at harmful na din para sa mga tao.
The pros of human activities on the environment in terms of acid-base balance and salt content. Examples of these are restoration projects, wastewater treatment, and urban greening. So, restoration projects often involve the use of lime or other amendments to enhance habitat compatibility and salt pH in damaged ecosystems. In terms of restoration projects, sabi man lang din is na ang paglaag ganing lime is a good way to balance the soil pH, also to reduce salt content para ma-provide or makagibo ng dakol na habitat para sa mga organisms and Of course, in reducing soil salinity levels. So next is wastewater treatment. Advanced wastewater treatment techniques in plants can reduce the negative effects of wastewater on aquatic ecosystem by controlling pH levels and removing excess salts. So let me give an example about wastewater treatment. May ibang countries kaya na igasindang canal water filtration kung saan itong project nila na ito is aiming to filter water na pwede magamit kang mga tao na pang-inom and mabalik ito yung na-filter na tubig or malinig na tubig sa large bodies of water like dagat. Which is, ito yung na-filter na nila na tubig is dahil magkakaigwanin bad effects sa aquatic ecosystem. And lastly is urban greening. It is the process of planting trees and other vegetation in urban areas to assist minimize surface runoff which can contaminate and transfer pollutants. Ang urban greening manda is ito yung pagtatanom sa gilid ng kalsada, arga ito yung sa may crossing balogo na maski sa gilid kang kalsada is may mga nakatanom na puno. By doing this kind of activity, we can help nature to reduce surface runoff na daita man totally mahihiling pero makakatabang kita in terms of reducing soil salinity levels.
Negative effects of human activities on acid-base balance and salt content in the environment. Nutrient imbalance. One of the reasons kung bakit nagkakaroon ng nutrient imbalance dahil sa human activities such as the excessive use of chemical fertilizers in agriculture can lead to nutrient imbalances in the soil. So, this can disrupt the acid-base balance and increase the salt content in the environment, negatively impacting plant growth and the overall ecosystem. Next, pollution from industrial and domestic waste. Improper disposal of industrial and domestic waste, including chemicals, heavy metals, and other pollutants, can contaminate soil and water, leading to imbalances in the acid-base equilibrium and salt content. So, this pollution can have the detrimental effects on the health of plants, animals, and humans. Mitigation strategies for minimizing the negative effects of human activities on acid-base balance and salt content in the environment. Sustainable agriculture practices. Implementing sustainable agricultural practices such as precision farming, crop rotation, and organic farming can help minimize the use of chemical fertilizers and reduce nutrient imbalances in the soil. So, by the help of these practices can promote a healthier acid-base balance and reduce the salt content in the environment. Proper waste management. Implementing proper waste management practices, including recycling, treatment, and safe disposal of industrial and domestic waste, can prevent the contamination of soil and water with pollutants. This can help maintain a healthy acid-base balance and reduce the salt content in the environment.
It is important to be aware of how human activities affect water bodies in terms of acidity, alkalinity, and salt content because these factors can impact the health of aquatic ecosystems, the survival of aquatic organisms, and overall water quality. Monitoring and managing these parameters can help to protect water resources and ensure the sustainability of aquatic habitats. For drinking water quality, water treatment facilities can use pH testing to ensure the safety and quality of drinking water. Monitoring the pH levels helps in detecting potential contaminants and maintaining water that is safe for consumption. Changes in pH can influence the human and aquatic ecosystem, emphasizing the need for sustainable water management practices.